Well, weeks away from approval, the Eugene 4J School District's proposed 2025-26 budget sparks concerns among parents. They say the most vulnerable students will feel the brunt of expected budget cuts, with one specific role among those on the chopping block.
Family resource coordinators at Eugene 4J schools do the job of noticing when a student is lacking basic needs, like food and clothing. But the proposed budget for the next school year cuts the role at 4 elementary schools.
They see, hey, this kid has come to school wearing the same clothing for several days in a row. They see this kid is absent a lot because the family's car broke down. They're seeing these folks are not having enough food to eat, or the kids don't have a bed to sleep in at night. Without that, you end up having students and whole families following through the cracks.
FRCs help meet student needs, either solving the problem directly or through community resources. The position started in the district in 2020 with federal Title I funds that are now being cut due to lower enrollment.
We're getting less money from the federal government, which pays exactly for those 4 positions that exist at 4 of our elementary schools. What we're trying to do to counter that impact on students and families is centralize a program that can serve all of the schools in 4J and provide similar services to students across the district.
Gill says cuts were also proposed to early literacy programming at 2 schools and support programs for lower income students at several schools. One parent says the cuts hurt the most vulnerable children as other vital services become harder to access.
I just have to ask why? Why these children? Why the ones who are already suffering, who are already falling behind? Why are we cutting from them? It just doesn't make any sense, other than the fact that maybe it's because these families already have enough going on, so they don't have enough time, energy, or experience to be able to fight the system.
Answer questions why funding isn't taken from other sources.
Eugene 4J School District has a very large reserve account, and they actually voted recently to increase those reserves by 3%, which instead some of those funds could be used to preserve positions like family resource coordinators.
The district says its reserves already pay for much of the current and proposed budgets, and the rest will supplement future cuts.
This year alone, we're spending $29 million more than we receive in revenue from the state of Oregon. That will leave us with about $46 million in those reserves. Next year, the budget that we propose spends another $23 million. So we will be at our limit to have a reserve level that the board has set in policy. We expect that we'll continue to see reduced enrollment over the next several years. So the district will need to continue to make reductions.
The district says it eliminated $19 million in general fund spending from areas that don't directly touch students, accounting for 80% of the reductions. 20% will come from schools.
And as parents share their thoughts on the cuts, 4J tells us the Budget Committee and School Board could choose a budget that includes some or all of the FRC positions. On April 29th, the Budget Committee will hear 6 different budget proposals from staff, with budget reductions ranging from $11 million to $21 million each. Gill says that leaves room to make changes to the budget before it is finalized on May 21st.